Welcome to the library's Countdown to Ribbon Cutting. My name is Jennifer Bangser, and I'm here with our daily filing to talk about what's going on behind the scenes as we gear up for our ribbon cutting on June 23rd. And today I have two wonderful guests with me. I'm talking with Stacy Waldman Bass, who has been a longtime supporter of the library, and Frederick Chu, the Westport Library's Booked for the Evening honoree. Welcome, Stacy.
Thank you.
And Frederick.
Thank you for having us.
So great to have you in this space. And I want to talk about, first and foremost, we like to talk about this library as being a library built for the community, by the community, and we couldn't never have done what we've done or will continue to do without the support of the community. And Stacy, you've been a really integral part to that process, so thank you for that.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And let's talk a little bit about the Yamaha Disklaver piano, which you and your family, your brother David, donated to the library in honor of your mother, Jessica. So
Yes.
let's talk a little about that if you'd like to.
Sure. Well, as you indicated, I've been part of the library family really my whole life. I grew up in Westport. But when I came back as an adult, I joined the board over 20 years ago and was very involved in Book for the Evening. In fact, starting Book for the Evening 21 years ago.
Oh.
And which has been a labor of love and something that's such an exciting project to work on every year. And this year, because of the timing of my mother's passing, we wanted to do something for the library that would also be consistent with some of the things she loved, which are music and the arts. And we felt the combination of that interest of hers and the library's need for something like this piano was really a perfect fit. And when Bill came to us with the idea, we were overwhelmed by the connection and felt that it would be a really important way to honor our mom and also give something to the library that could be incredibly useful, especially to very talented people like Frederick.
Yeah, I'm going to have someone of your talent, Frederick, right in the backyard of the library that's been committed to the library even before the transformation project began.
Exactly.
Is really wonderful.
Well, for me to be able to bring this kind of community building arts, the piano for me is a community building instrument. It's something that allows communication between people. It's a wonderful call to come into classical music. It's a very non-intimidating way for people who don't know classical music to come in, and it's a great conversation starter. I think about the fact that 300 years ago, when the piano was invented, there was no electricity, there were no movies or recorded music or anything, but the piano was the piano, and the great music of the piano, a lot of it was written 300, 200, 100 years ago, and it's still relevant to us today. So I think that's something that I'm really happy to be able to facilitate the library being a place where people can discover that and share that.
Well, I love that vision that you articulated about the piano's place in history, because the library is definitely an extension of all that, parallel in many ways, and the way we've had this new technology that we're using to help build community with the piano's attributes, as well as our multimedia studios and so on.
I think it's also symbolic, the fact that this was something that was even an option is symbolic of what the library's become, that it's not just a place of books and bricks and mortar, but there are so many other things, not just programming, but all of these other resources and facilities that people really will make use of. And I think being part of that is really an important way to kind of take us into the next decades.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, the idea that we're doing a podcast and this
Exactly.
technology, we just assume this is going to be part of everybody's life. And
It feels so
should
normal, doesn't it, sitting here in the library
it should
doing
be part
this?
of the library, and people are going to need to be introduced to these things. The technology that's in the piano is quite it's very advanced and very specific, but people like me have been charged by Yamaha to kind of explore and discover and invent ways to use it, and that's why it's here, so that it's
So
available.
when patrons come in on June 23rd, Frederick, they will see you at some point during the day. Look on our website. We have the calendar of events on the website, and it's also on our Facebook page and so on. They'll come in and they'll see you using this amazing instrument.
And I'll be playing a 4-hand piece with my only 2 of my hands.
Okay, okay, folks,
see how I do
imagine
it.
that.
It's really an extraordinary thing to watch.
Well, it's extraordinary to have you both here, and I thank you so much for your time. And for those of you listening, please come June 23rd, and you won't be disappointed. I promise. Thank you.
See you all there. Thank you.